Welcome to day 4 of our 7-day yoga challenge here at UMaine, the New Balance Student Recreation Center. I'm Abby. I'm a yoga teacher here for about a year, and I have been a UMaine student here as well for the past 2 years. So welcome back for returning students. Welcome for new students. It is really great to have you here participating in this yoga challenge and being a part of the UMaine community. If you'd like to see a little bit more introductory information, you can tune in to the earlier videos where I kind of go over props. But just always know that this practice is 100% yours. Whether you're new to yoga or you've been practicing for years, hopefully you can get something out of this, and everything that I offer you is just a suggestion. So please make this practice your own. That is the best way to honor yourself and honor the practice, and I take it as a great honor as well. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. A few minutes of sitting right at the beginning, just like we are getting so used to. Finding that comfortable seat once again, and as always, it doesn't have to look like this. It can look like any comfortable seat or any comfortable posture. As long as you can be there for 3 minutes. And give yourself just a few moments to check in. Setting everything that came before this class, everything that came before the semester aside, everything coming up in the semester. Right now, in this moment, you've got nowhere else to be but in your body, moving mindfully. So connect with the body and notice if there are any strong sensations. Or if you're having a hard time finding one, simply connect with the ground underneath you. Exhaling, sinking a little deeper into that space. Inhale, rising and arriving in this space. And turning your awareness to that breath, that deep breath that we've been practicing, inhaling deeply through the nose, and feeling the belly button pull away from the spine to really activate the diaphragm. Exhale, draw the belly button to the spine, contract the diaphragm, squeeze all the air out of your lungs. And as you breathe like that, you're gonna hopefully notice some calming sensations wash over you as we stimulate the vagus nerve, switching into rest and relaxation mode. And if you'd like, you can just constrict the back of your throat, still breathing in and out of the nose. And maybe just inviting a little bit of a Darth Vader sound or a wave, the sound of the ocean, to your breath. It's a different type of breathing that we sometimes do in yoga for stamina. It also does a pretty good job of warming you up in the winter. Got those cold Maine winters to look forward to. With the last couple of breaths, you can return to whatever feels normal and natural to you. When you're ready, gently flutter the eyes open, and we'll prepare to move the body. Extend the legs long in front of you, but also wide, in a straddle or wide-legged pose. I have very tight hamstrings, so I always appreciate a little extra cushion in this pose. So I'm gonna roll my blanket up just a little bit so I can sit on the edge and tip downward. It's totally up to you, whatever feels good for you. It doesn't have to be this wide, or it could be wider as well, really relative term. But whenever you get there, flex the feet strong. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, reach forward, forward folding at the hips. Bring the hands down to the floor. And just breathe into that sensation. Good. Inhale, come up, tall spine. Help your legs into the center, extending them long in front of you. Just for a breath here, really engage the core. Find your tall spine once again. And then take your right leg, cross it over, like the twist we did yesterday, but this time let the top of your foot come to the mat and let your knee fall forward in front of you. So it's more just like you're crossing your legs casually, a little bit. If you'd like, you can also take this left leg back towards the glute. That's optional. This is cow face, so you can certainly just hang out here and breathe. Or if you'd like, you could add on a tricep stretch, which is the other half of this pose. So reaching the right arm up and the right hand down the back. Take the left hand and just kind of nestle that arm behind your head. Just breathing. One more breath. Good. Undo. Release the arms first, then sit back and undo the legs. Wiggle them out, and let's do the other side. So left leg comes up and over first, top of the foot down, left knee right straight on in front of you. Maybe tucking the right foot back. In that case, both of your knees would be stacked. And then option to add on the left tricep stretch. Left arm comes up and back. And nestle that back behind you. Breathing wherever you are. Excuse me. Good, and then exhale, release that, tip back, undo the legs, and wiggle those bad boys out. From here, let us take the hands behind, walk the legs in, and engage the core here. You can walk the arms forward and the legs in until you're just balancing on your sit bone with your core for Navasana. Then you can lift one leg and then the other, or maybe both at once. Strong, strong, strong core. Good, and then exhale, release. From here, let's transition to tabletop. Just like we've been doing each day of this practice. Table and cat-cow is one of the best stretches, especially for the morning. Take the hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. You all are experts on this by now. Pull the tailbone and the crown away from each other. And on the inhales, drop the belly, reach the crown and the tail towards each other. On the exhales, round and push. Doing 2 more on your own. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Take the knees wide. Send the hips to the heels for child's pose. Walking the arms forward, really sinking down. Of course, from here you can stay or transition to down dog, straightening the legs, setting the hips up and back. Arms pressing in strong. And we're making our way to standing at the front of the mat. When you're ready, take your time. Exhale, bend the knees, step forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. All right, let's do a few more of those half sun salutations we did yesterday. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold with a swan dive over 2 straight legs. Inhale, half lift, look forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse, come on all the way up. Let's do it again. Exhale, forward fold over 2 straight legs. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, last one, and this time with tippy toes. Inhale, sweep the arms up, come up on the tippy toes. Exhale, fold forward, sink onto the heels. Inhale, half lift, look forward with tippy toes. Exhale, sink the heels and fold. Inhale, reverse swan, tippy toes, the hardest one. Exhale, hands to heart center. Great job. Take a breath here and a rest. And then from here, step your left leg out and back into a lunge. You want the back left foot to be parallel to the back of your mat, the front foot to be parallel to the sides of your mat, the long sides, and you can take the hands to the hips or out to the side for warrior 2. Big, strong pose, shoulders directly over the hips, strong core. And then exhale the right hand down, left arm up over the ear for side angle pose. Good. Inhale, come back up through warrior 2. Hop the back leg in so that you have a shorter stance. Set yourself up with a couple of blocks or a block or something else like a chair. Or if you have long arms, you probably have no problem reaching the floor here. But you just want to have something there to catch you. Again, take the arms to the hips or maybe one out in front of you. Bend into the front knee, hop the back leg forward. Bring the hand down to the blocks or the floor. Pressing strongly into the right standing leg. Left leg rises up to hip height. Maybe the left arm for half moon. And breathing, finding that gaze. Looking for right angles if possible. Good. Exhale, release. Step both feet together. Shake out the right leg. And come to stand for a breath and rest. All right, I'm gonna switch sides just so that you can see me, but this time we are lunging on the left leg, right leg is strong. So if you're staying the same way on the mat, you're stepping the right foot back, but if you wanna turn around, then you're lunging into the front, the left leg on the other side, okay? Makes sense? Hopefully one leg is a little bit more tired than the other, and that'll help you figure out which one is which, if there's some confusion there. And just remember to be strong. This is warrior pose. Breathing fiercely, feeling fierce. And then take the left arm down to the left thigh, right arm up overhead for extended side angle pose. Good. And then preparing for warrior 3 on the right. Oh, I'm sorry, half moon. Hop the back leg in just a little bit, bending into the front knee, taking your right hand to your hip, left hand finds the floor of your blocks, lifting the right leg up to hip height, left arm up, whoops, letting it wiggle. That means it is learning. Good, and then exhale, release everything back down. Shake out the left leg. Woo. And take a breath here and rest. All right, for our last pose before we move down to our backs, we will do pigeon pose. And this is one that is really nice to take for a long break if needed, but we'll just do a shorter version here. Come back for down dog or table, either one works. Inhale, right leg comes up all the way back. Exhale, bring the right knee forward to the outside of the right wrist. And then scooch the right knee forward as you scooch the left leg back. So my left leg is long, straight back behind me. My right knee is all the way up on my right wrist, and my hips are sinking down. You can support the right hip here with a block or blankets, and you can stay upright or fold over the front leg for a few breaths. This one's very intense on the hips, so bear with it. Be kind. And one more breath. Good, and you can either kind of side sit, rolling onto this back hip, letting the leg come forward and switching, or coming back up through down dog, pressing into the hands and stepping this leg up and back. Totally up to you. So the other side, and I'll go through table since I did that on the last side, just to show. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, bend the knee, bring it forward to the outside of the left wrist, and then scooch the right leg back, finding your nice tall spine first, and then maybe folding. And always breathing very deeply. One more big breath. Good, and then again, you can just kind of sit onto that left hip or press up into the hands, tuck the back toes, step up and back for down dog. Good, and wiggling it out however feels right, and then making your way onto your back before Shavasana. Just have one little twist to do. Basically gonna do that same pose, but on our backs. So pull the right ankle, the right knee into the chest, leave the left leg firmly planted on the mat, left knee up. Cross the right ankle over the left knee for pigeon on your back. If you don't feel anything here, you got a figure four going on, press that right knee away. And if that still doesn't do enough, reach through and grab that leg. If you wanted the stretch of the other pigeon, but it didn't feel quite right, this is a great option for that. Good. Exhale, release. You can kind of just twist for a little counter move for just a breath, and then come back up to center. Undo the legs, let's do the other side. All right, so pulling the left knee in first, hug and squeeze, then cross the left ankle over. Pressing the left knee away first, and then if you don't feel anything, pull everything in. Just a few breaths. Good. All right. Let the legs go. Tip over to the right for just a breath, perhaps. And then come back to center. Undo everything. And it's time for Shavasana. So extend the legs long. Palms up, hands a little bit away from the body. Knowing that you did all of that work to just have a moment here to relax without any tension in the body, and hopefully this sets yourself up well for the day ahead of you, or the night's sleep, or whenever you're listening to this. Stay in Shavasana for as long as feels right to you. And with that, I say thank you for sharing your practice with this community by participating in these videos. It is always an honor, and the light in me sees and honors the light in each of you. In Sanskrit, we say namaste. Thank you so much once again for participating, and I hope to see you tomorrow for day 5 of our 7-day yoga challenge here at UMaine Fall 2020. Bye-bye.